Hi, I'm Stacy, and this is Practical ESL. Today, what I want to show you is how to use Pear Deck in your slides. So what I do is usually use Google Slides. And so when I go to Google Slides, um, I'm just going to show you that screen. So when I go to Google Slides, then I have the Chrome extension. So you can just Google Pear Deck Chrome extension for Google Slides, and then this will come up and you can add it to here. And sometimes you just have it on add-ons, but mine is here. So when I click on Pear Deck, then it's going to come up on the side, and I can any different thing that I want my kids to use Pear Deck on, like if I want them to draw. So, I mean, there's a lot of things. You can have them add text or pick ABC or numbers or go to websites or draw or anything. I like the draw because then they can do text, they can type on it, and they can draw. So if I want them to circle something or I want them to interact with something, then I feel like draw covers all of it. And so tends to be my go-to. So as you do that, you can just add it to the slide. So when I come, there'll be one of these, and let's say this one. So I just want them to draw on here and say, I used to play with something. And so it's going to add it. And after it does, you'll see that it's working because it will have this bar on the bottom of it. And let me see if I have another one on here. I don't. I think I took them off because the one thing about Pear Deck is that if you have slides that move, you won't be able to see them moving when you are in the Pear Deck actually showing your students that lesson. So I'm going to start the lesson. And when I start it, you're going to kind of see it come up. And this is the teacher view of what you see. But I'm going to show you the thing that I think. And so we're going to go to instructor paced activity. Okay, so when it comes up, we're going to see it. And the students need to go to joinpd.com. And then this is going to be the password that they put in to be able to get here. And then you can continue. It's always fun because they have some kind of silly little saying there. You could open the teacher dashboard, but we're actually going to do that on a separate device. And I'm going to show you why. So I'm not going to open the teacher dashboard. I'm just going to go to X out. And then you'll notice that the students can keep seeing the code up here. And I just usually on a whiteboard or somewhere on my wall, I just write joinpd.com and I have my students go there whenever I'm ready for them to go. So now I'm going to stop sharing just a moment. And I'm going to show you on my iPad, if I log in to Pear Deck, and so I'm just going to go to peardeck.com, and then I'm going to log in with Google. And so I'm going to use my ID and the same one that I have on my computer. Okay, so when that comes up, then it's going to look like this. And when it looks like this, it's going to say there's an open session in progress. And so it has the option of open projector or open dashboard. And the projector is what you're going to use your computer to show your kids the screen, and they're going to see the whole slide deck from that screen. But the dashboard is what you want from your separate device. And that could be on your phone. You could use it on your phone, but it will sometimes be a little bit small for you to see what your students are doing. But if you have an iPad, it's ideal because you'll be able to use it. And so then my iPad is actually going to be like my little clicker to move the slides. And so what you see on here is on this slide over here, this is my slide deck. And if I change it here, then it changes on the slide deck that the students see. And then if I go to the next one, then they'll see the learning objective. If I go to grammar, they'll see the grammar. But if I go down to the one that I added the Pear Deck slide, then over here, you would be able to see what your students are writing or typing or circling in real time. And so this is the magic of Pear Deck, really, is that you can see what your students are doing with what you're teaching them in real time. You're going to be able to see what they need and help them in that moment. And so you don't have to wait until you pick up their homework, and they can change it in real time. And then you know that they have mastered that as you were teaching your lesson. So super, super helpful. I'm going to show you a quick video of what that looks like when you're in the classroom and getting the students set up. And then I'll also show you just very briefly what it looks like to look at their work as they're doing it. All right, tonight we're going to learn, so I need you to join the Pear Deck. So go to joinpd.com and then put in the code. Oh, you're perfect. And you have it? Can you put in the code? All right, so it's going to tell me when there are 4 students. And all right. Okay, so there you can see that I can see the students, and then that's what I'm projecting from my computer. So from my computer, that's projecting to whatever screen I have, and then the next video I'm going to show you is just very quickly so that you're able to see what it looks like on your iPad. So I can see what the students had entered, and I can see which letter they had circled, and then I'll be able to talk to them about what they had done. And I know like the majority of students picked A or whatever it is, and then we can talk about misconceptions and we can fix those right there in real time. So hope this is helpful for you. There is more information on Pear Deck in one of the blogs that I give you on practicalesl.com. And if this is helpful for you or someone that you know, please share it with them. And thank you so much.